I asked 15,000 people what they think the best airsoft pistol is, refined that list a little bit and added my own opinions, and out came this list of the top 10 best airsoft pistols that you should buy in 2021. Now, just a couple of things to note before we begin. First is that we have all of these products linked directly below in our description and comment section for you to make your life a little bit easier. Second is that all of the products in this video are just airsoft replicas and are not real firearms. Finally, this list is in no particular order, seeing as everyone likes different things and has a different personal budget to work with, so an order wouldn't really help anyone. Alrighty, let's get to it with pistol number 1. Jumping right into our first pistol, we have the Action Army AAP-01. Now this guy is one of the newest pistols in this video, and it has been absolutely flying off the shelves since its release in 2020. Its insane demand is for very good reason, seeing as this pistol is very unique while boasting some crazy features. First, it appears to be modeled after the Ruger Mark IV real steel 22 caliber handgun, and this makes it stand out from your high capas, Glocks, and 1911s, which you see everywhere. Next, the gun has both semi-auto and full auto capabilities using the selector switch found underneath here, and trust me when I say full auto on this thing is just plain ridiculous. Some of its smaller features that make it a well-rounded pistol include 2 Picatinny rails for attachments and optics, Tokyo Marui compatible G17 internals and magazines, front and rear fiber optic sights, and 14mm counterclockwise threads, allowing for the use of tracers or suppressors like the one seen here. Now, the best part about this gun is that it only comes in at $100, making it nice and affordable for everyone. Moving on to our second pistol, we have the Armorer Works or AW Custom HX25. This is a high capa 5.1 base, meaning it's something that can easily be taken apart and have most of its internals swapped with aftermarket upgrades. The reason this gun is on the list is because it is a phenomenal gun right out of the box that includes a metal slide and outer barrel, ghost ring iron sight with fiber front post, a full auto selector switch on the newer models, and the overall design of the gun is something you just don't see anywhere but with AW Customs. This pistol has been in my personal collection for years now and has shot well over 10,000 rounds with 0 issues. Now this is essentially a cosmetically appealing, no replacements needed high capa that works with a standard high capa magazine. This AW Customs HX25 gas blowback pistol is currently priced at about $160 depending upon the color and model that you choose. Next is one of my all-time favorite airsoft guns that has been my personal secondary for about 5 years now, and it's the Tokyo Marui G26. Now this is a pistol not many airsofters have ever held in their hand, and it's because the G26 is a very uncommon platform. In addition to this, Tokyo Marui pistols can be very difficult to get your hands on at times, but trust me when I say they are so worth it. The G26 here is a tiny little subcompact gas blowback pistol that has insane range with its tiny little 2-inch barrel. I'm not kidding when I say that. This can outshoot some AEGs at my local field, and it really infuriates people when it happens to them. The Tokyo Marui G26, just like any Tokyo Marui pistol, comes with a polymer slide and outer barrel and does shoot around 250 to 300 feet per second due to the Japanese laws where it's manufactured. Oh yeah, and because it's Tokyo Marui, there are plenty of upgraded replacement parts to deck this thing out with. If you are looking for a compact and reliable secondary without compromising on any bit of performance and have about $150 on hand, this is something you should seriously consider. Alrighty, staying in the Glock family, we have the Tokyo Marui G17. This is the exact same brand as the previously mentioned G26, but this is a full-sized pistol, and this is one of the most popular airsoft guns purchased today. This gun has a polymer slide, outer barrel, and just some of your basic functions, but this is one of the most upgradable gas blowback pistols that exists. You can easily replace every single part on this gun with aftermarket upgrades if you choose to do so. Now the reason I chose this gun to be on this elite list of pistols boils down to this. There are pretty much 2 routes to go if you want a custom airsoft pistol, the high capa or the Glock, which both happen to be made by Tokyo Marui. The Glock 17 is just the most common base to upgrade from. I actually own the Tokyo Marui G17 with an agency arms slide kit on it, and this thing shreds. It is probably one of the coolest pistols I own, and if you want to upgrade a Glock, you will not regret picking up one for yourself for about 170 bucks after those pesky international shipping costs. Moving on to the next pistol. It's the Elite Force 1911 TAC, which features both a full metal slide and outer barrel, full metal lower frame including the grip, replaceable grip panels, and reliability that no other gun on this list can even come close to. This is the gun people turn to when they are going to play in the rain, mud, heat, snow, you name it. This is a frickin' tank and it will not break on you. Plus, the magazines included with this gun are CO2, which means better performance for those of you in colder regions. One brand new feature that's pretty cool about this gun is that Elite Force is now releasing a gray variant this coming fall of 2021, and pre-orders are currently open for only $125. Now remember, that is a full-sized, full metal pistol for not much more than 100 bucks. Pretty good deal. Ultimately, this is a pistol for those of you who want a pretty basic 1911 that works great and doesn't ever quit on you. Our sixth pistol on this list is the ASG CZ-P-09. This is just like the Elite Force 1911 in that a ton of people choose it for its reliability and overall value. This gun features a rigid and sturdy polymer lower with some nice aggressive stippling, along with a full metal slide and outer barrel combo depending upon the variant you get. This gives it that nice, realistic, and snappy blowback while still crushing targets out to about 100 feet. Now there are a few different color options as well as a few different variants of this gun with different features like metal versus polymer slide, and all of these change the price. So I'll go with the one that I have linked down below, which is the highest end model, and it's still pretty affordable at only 135 bucks. Next up is what I believe to be the most expensive pistol on this list, coming in at a whopping $230, and it's no other than the EMG TTI JW3 High Capa. Let me just start by saying this gun is a frickin' masterpiece. The price tag is that high because you have everything in this build. It looks and performs just like a custom high capa, but without that $500 price tag that goes with a custom high capa. This has way too many things for me to point out every single one of them, but some of its most prominent features are the full Terran Tactical Innovation trademarks, full metal CNC'd aluminum slide, rose gold island style outer barrel, full auto selector switch, flared aluminum magwell for easier reloads, and of course, every benefit inherent to the high capa platform. Now this is one of the pistols I cannot recommend enough to those of you who are able to spend a pretty penny because it is just so worth it in my opinion. So this one is definitely gonna throw you off a little bit, but I had to mention it in here somewhere because it's just something that shouldn't be as good as it actually is. This is the 6mm Pro Shop 1911 Spring pistol, coming in at a whopping $20. And before you skip ahead in the video to avoid the Springer, this gun is one of the most recommended pistols under 50 bucks, and it's because it shoots absolute laser beams. Don't believe me? Check out these 50 5-star reviews that totally back me up. This pistol is something I can indeed vouch for personally because I have owned it for about 3 years now and have been surprised every single time I pull the trigger with just how straight and accurate it shoots. Now it is a spring pistol, so you do have to rack the slide with every single shot and you only get a magazine capacity of about 21 rounds. But spare magazines are literally $6, so those gas blowbacks aren't looking too good now, huh? Just kidding, of course. Furthermore, say you trip and fall and break the gun. Well, you're only out $20 and can easily just get a new one without feeling super guilty about breaking it. Now, the real reason I have this in this list is for some of the younger players who may not be able to afford some of these higher end airsoft guns on the list. I truly want to give some options for every single one of you, and this is one that I highly recommend for under 50 bucks. The second to last pistol in this top 10 list goes to the Novritsch SSP-18. Now stop, don't even comment. I did not get paid or influenced by the Airsoft daddy himself over in Austria to say anything about this gun. I truly think that this gas blowback G18C styled pistol is a crazy nice contender and is well deserving to be high up on this list. The SSP-18 has both semi and full auto capabilities, G17 mag compatibility, fiber optic front sight post, a very cool and modern appearance, full metal slide and outer barrel of course, but the best feature about this pistol by far is its range. Now I am dead serious when I say this, I can hit a 10-inch metal target about 200 feet away with .3s. Mind you, this is a pistol with a 4.5-inch inner barrel. That should simply be impossible, but I don't even care and I absolutely love it. It also has some 14mm counterclockwise threads built into the outer barrel seen here, but they don't really work with any compatible muzzle devices I own, like suppressors or tracer units, so I'm not really sure what's going on there. The SSP-18 is something those of you who are wanting to shoot crazy long ranges should seriously consider, but it is pretty expensive, coming in at $190, a high price tag for a high performance gun. And the final airsoft pistol within our list by both your recommendations and our personal experience is no other than the one, the only, Tokyo Marui Hi Capa 5.1 and most of its variants. I feel like I just don't need to explain this one to anyone, but those of you who haven't heard of it before, seeing as it's just the best and most popular pistol for a billion reasons. So what is a Hi Capa? Well, the name Hi Capa refers to a double-stacked 1911 design, and you see this everywhere in both the airsoft world and the real steel world. The reason everyone recommends the Tokyo Marui Hi Capa is simply because they are just the best and they work with every upgrade component. There's also something called Marui Magic, and it's essentially just the flawless engineering and manufacturing that goes into each and every product of theirs. Now, the most popular reason they're great is because they have the largest aftermarket upgrade selection for pistols by an absolute landslide. Like, it's not even close to second place, which is just the Tokyo Marui G17 mentioned earlier in this video. So if you are looking to upgrade any pistol to something like the one shown on your screen now, well, the Tokyo Marui Hi Capa 5.1 is the pistol you want, and it's the pistol you need. Stay away from upgrading anything other than this if you don't know exactly what it is you're doing. Trust me. Now some quick details about the gun itself for those of you who aren't actually familiar with it. It is indeed a Tokyo Marui, meaning it shoots around 250 to 300 feet per second and comes with a plastic slide and outer barrel. Now, do not let this deter you, because that plastic slide and outer barrel means this thing is crazy snappy, and that 250 to 300 feet per second slings BBs out to about 200 feet. It's ridiculous. Now, the plastic slide and outer barrel are almost always swapped for upgraded slides, but they don't really need to be unless something breaks or this was just your original intention when purchasing the gun. Tokyo Marui products like this Hi Capa are built to last and built to a specification that every aftermarket company meets because it's just so popular. This means that you really don't need to worry about parts not fitting right. It's usually just a pretty easy swap. All in all, the Tokyo Marui Hi Capa 5.1 is an elite pistol that sets itself in the #1 spot for the best airsoft pistol, and it's likely that no other pistol will take that spot for many years to come. Now I have a question for you. What pistol am I missing in this list? Feel free to leave a comment down below with either one that I missed or your top 10 pistols. And yes, I do read every single comment, every single one. Now, before you go, I want to share something super important that is always looked over. It's something that only takes 2 seconds, is completely free, and helps us more than anything you can possibly do. All it is just tapping the subscribe and like button. That's it. That's the easiest way that you can support me and my channel for more content just like this one. I truly appreciate it, and I want to say thanks in advance for doing this. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next one.